some NBA stuff. First of all, coming out of the Olympics, I know we've chatted before about potential super teams brewing underneath, and I think Windy has come out and said, like, that'd be very difficult with all the contracts that are happening. Is there any fallout from the Olympics that we should keep an eye out because everybody seemed to be so damn tight, Shams?
I mean, I would look at guys like, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Edwards. Like, those are like the younger mold, franchise cornerstone type of players. I guess, everyone knows the Kevin Durant-Anthony Edwards relationship is special. And right now, both guys are locked in long term. So the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant, they want to continue their partnership. He's extension eligible this summer. He can get a 2-year extension next summer. So I think that's where the future is at for Kevin Durant. And then we'll see what happens, in Minnesota long term. But I would look at the younger group of guys, the Bam Adebayos, the Jason Tatums, Anthony Edwards. Which guys out of that mold click? I think we'll know more in the coming, weeks and months. It's hard to say right now which guys are going to form together. But it is going to be something to look back on.
Absolutely, because of how tight. It was just so cool to watch it. I became, obviously, edge of seat every game. Loved watching greatness come together and be greater. That is something that can happen, and that's kind of the epitome of team. It's like, hey, we all got to do our role, and if we do our role, we're going to be better than ever. And there's tweets from Devin Booker from a few years back where he said, I'll do it, when somebody put out a tweet that was like, need somebody come in here, smack the wood, play defense for Team USA. And Devin Booker was like, I'll do that. And then he held up his end of the bargain. Playing defense, putting up shots whenever he had a chance, but not being scared to dish it. And then Steve Kerr actually shouted him out at the end of the press conference because nobody asked about him. He was like, hey, that's our unsung MVP in this entire thing. But it feels like that could be said about a lot of the guys. Tatum didn't bitch.
Nope.
Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, those guys were essential to this team. And then when you think about this USA roster, last year in the World Cup, they came in 4th place. And around this time last year in August, this team started with the 3 guys, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. Those guys started having conversations last year, this month in August, talking about them 3 committing and really starting to form a team. Which guy do we want? Do we want this player? Do we want that player? And Grant Hill, managing director, he had to have a lot of the pressure on him to form the team. But I think those 3 guys, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they also took a leadership level with this roster, with this team. And those 3 guys, it starts at the head of the snake. And it starts with those 3 guys committing early, making clear they want to play for their country. And then you have the Drew Holidays, the Devin Bookers, Anthony Davises, Bam Adebayos. Those guys were locks. And then whoever came after that. But I think you're going to see, I will say on Jason Tatum, in talking to people around USA basketball over the last week, 2 weeks, I think this is going to motivate him. I think he's going to be even more motivated to not only win a championship, but an MVP and really take that next step in his career. I think this will be a motivating factor.
And Tyrese Haliburton as well. He had a lingering injury, obviously, but one of the greatest tweets of all time.
He did get an A on the assignment.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. One of the greatest tweets of all time.
True.
26 million views. Okay? That is Tyrese Haliburton swinging a hot bat.
Oh, yeah, big time.
He said, what do you need from me? You need a couple of these? Got it. You need a couple of these on the sideline? You got it.
Great practices.
Great.
Unbelievable.
Making them work. Making them work.
Yeah.
Hey, we need you to act like that little itch from Serbia today.
Yep.
You got it. He's out there doing
Give me
it.
a jersey.
He's just absolutely balling. Love it. That's
See, but that's a guy that's going to be a part of leading the 2028 team, right?
Bingo. They get it.
Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum. This was looked at as the last dance for players like a LeBron James and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. This next wave, Tyrese Haliburton, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Edwards, that's going to be the future of USA basketball.
Connor has the thought that LeBron is going to play in LA in 2028.
Yeah.
Does feel like something. Maybe has the Taurasi role.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the coach because Steve Kerr said, I'm not doing this shit.
That'd be sick.
I'm not doing
Jackie Moon.
I think BC saw Kevin Durant in the Boston Bruins hat and got a little excited about the potential of those 3 guys playing again in 2028. I don't see that happening.
I more see just LeBron being like, look, I could come off the couch and get triple doubles if I want to. So if it's the Olympics in LA, I'll retire.
He can play for the next 5 seasons if he wants to.
Bingo.
The question is,
10 probably. It makes no sense. He is a special athlete.
Imagine if he just did the Olympics. Like, I'm not saying he's playing in the NBA. I'm just saying, like, hey, the Olympics
training for
come
2
around.
years just for the Olympics.
Yeah, he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, because he's going to need something.
Exactly.
There's no way he's just going to be able to stop. Let's move to the NBA now. I know you have some NBA news to share with us, Shams.
We just got this. So I put out the Christmas Day schedule the other day, but opening night of the 2024-2025 season on October 22nd, according to my sources, Knicks at Celtics for ring night. Yes. Shout out Boston Connor. Yes. So Knicks at Celtics is ring night on October 22nd. And then the second game that night, hear this, Timberwolves at Lakers. That is the opening night schedule. Knicks at Celtics, Timberwolves at Lakers. And you think about, for Anthony Edwards, 2 primetime slots in the NBA calendar, major slots in the NBA calendar. You get opening night, and then you get Christmas Day. The Timberwolves obviously on the rise. Victor Wembanyama also going to get a Christmas Day game this year. And then we know about the Sixers. Them getting Paul George. They're also going to be one of the opening games on ESPN, October 23rd, against the Bucks. They're going to host the Bucks on October 23rd. There are a few other notable games. November 12th, Klay Thompson goes back to the Bay, goes back to the Golden. So that'll be another notable game. And then the NBA Finals rematches. Mavericks, Celtics in Dallas, January 25th, and then in Boston, February 6th, the day of the trade deadline.
Hey, Shams, we can't wait for it all to get started. Obviously, we're in football time, so it's tough to take that as serious as we should. But whenever Klay goes back to Golden State, it's going to be buzzing.
I need to hear Boston Connor's take on that opening night, though.
Are
the Knicks a real challenger?
No.
Are you scared of the Knicks?
I mean, look, you just said it. Tatum's more motivated than ever, and sure, like even if he isn't, think about what Joe Mazzulla is going to say to Jason Tatum
he might be the next coach.
He should be
of Team USA. He'd be the right guy.
Come on, guys, relax. They're exposure, obviously.
All right, that's Miami Heat fan. This is the NBA insider that we love to chit chat with. Shams, incredibly handsome stuff. You need to let the world see the relaxed hair, Shams.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is how I wake up.
No, you wake up looking much cooler. Yeah. Somehow I don't know. He's got these like this big curl.
It's like Sham Chalamet.
It is.
Yeah, truly.
It is straight out of a magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, Sham Charania. Thank you, buddy. All right, so we got some news there.
That's awesome.
A couple big games.
Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here.